During the time of COVID-19, many of us will experience loss. This is not limited to the loss of health and loss of life that some members of our community will endure. We all have already lost a sense of normalcy, routine, and expectations for the future. And this may have occurred in the span of just a few days. These losses will have an impact on our mental health and may impact our ability to cope. To complicate matters more, some of us may feel that we do not have a right to feel such sadness and loss when there is so much suffering going on in the world. But the losses are real. All Howard students at this time have lost stability, community, and opportunities. Many students are struggling to maintain friendships, to stay engaged in their academic work, and to process the loss of experiences that they were looking forward to, such as Springfest, or enjoying springtime on the yard, a summer internship, or for some, graduation. However, the ambiguity or uncertainty about acknowledging these losses may also make it more difficult to validate our experience and may ultimately impact our ability to function. We may feel as though we are on an emotional roller coaster. Some students may feel as though they don't have a right to complain, despite the difficulties that they have faced and continue to face. If you are a member of this community, there is no doubt you have experienced a degree of loss at this time. Check in with yourself to see if it may be having an emotional impact on you. Are you noticing that it's harder to concentrate or maybe feeling aimless? Have you had more difficulty managing irritability or maybe find yourself crying at odd times? Are there ways that you may be coping with your emotions without even realizing it, such as withdrawing from relationships, drinking alcohol or smoking marijuana, or maybe instigating conflict with friends and family? While ambiguous loss is difficult to recognize and process, there are ways to cope. It helps, first of all, to recognize the feelings that you may be having and to allow yourself to feel them without judgment. You may find it helpful to write down the story of your COVID-19 experience, to speak aloud your losses, or to recognize them in some other way. Basic self-care is especially helpful during this time, especially given the loss of normalcy. Try to keep a regular sleep schedule, to eat healthy food throughout the day, and to move your body as much as possible. Remind yourself of what you can and cannot control, and take pleasure in the small things that you can control. Finally, try practicing gratitude for the things that you currently do have, no matter how small or insignificant they may seem at this time.